unfortunately, a lot of Black history in Canada tends to be framed in an Underground Railroad narrative, but really it's about a society or a community of free Blacks who lived in the Elgin Mills area and who have been forgotten. And I'm always interested in researching communities that have been forgotten. Okay. So basically, this is Yonge Street. Richmond Hill at the time was fairly small. Elgin Mills, and the lot we're talking about is lot 54 on Yonge Street. There were at least 3 or 4 families who were unrelated, and they moved en masse. And that I thought was very interesting, because it's not the story of the lone fugitive coming by himself or by herself, but really 4 families who uprooted themselves and moved together to this house on Yonge Street. But 1851 is very important because it's right after the passage of the Fugitive Slave Law in the United States, and that caused a huge upheaval in free Black communities in the North, because it was basically open season. You could kidnap someone, pretend they were slaves or runaways, and bring them back, and the government was bound to help you do that. And if you didn't help, you would be fined. So those families were farmers from New York, and they actually came and settled on a farm. But what was especially attractive about the Elgin Mills area is because there were mills. There were a grist mill. There was also factories that created, wood and sawmills, and there would be employments for the other during the off season. So farmers could farm during the summer, and they could find employment in the winter. So that was a very interesting place to live. But in addition, it was also far enough from the U.S. because if you're afraid of kidnappers, you don't necessarily want to be too close to the border.